Hey guys, this is Bell. I'm making this video to show you guys how lips work and basically any kind of immunity, be it a Mage Ice Block, a Pali Divine Shield, a lip, a Petri Flask, they all work the same. The basic principle is that the mob ignores you because it cannot attack you, and anything that you do up until the moment your immunity expires stops mattering to the mob. And he will only start paying attention to you again the moment you do something that generates threat while you are no longer immune, right? Uh, you can see here I'm generating some threat. I'm killing the rest of the mobs, right? And I'm generating threat on the one mob that I'm gonna keep. It's a lot of threat. Then I'm coming with the second tune, and you see that I only generate a little threat. Then I pop the lip and take a distance, and after it expires, the mob continues to ignore me, even though the threat difference between the two characters is actually pretty big. And you don't even have to take a distance, but we all feel safer doing that, right? So you can like dance with the mob, you can go stand right next to it, you can hug it, you can teabag it. Uh, you can see at one point that when I'm getting close right there, you can see that I'm gonna get cleaved. And even then, the mob just continues to ignore me. What's overpowered about Lip is not just the fact that it saves your ass when you pop it, right? But the fact that after it expires, you can just like stand there and wait for the tank to generate enough threat for you to resume DPS. The fight that I remember the most for people pulling aggro, namely mages, is Broodlord in BWL, and it's because the boss does a knockback on the tank that reduces their current threat by a lot. And it's funny because mages pop the lip, but they just continue DPSing after the lip expires. So they only live for those 6 seconds, and then the boss goes right back to them because they continue to generate threat after the immunity has expired, as opposed to waiting for the tank to generate enough threat for them to continue. And the problem is that that boss cleaves and does a blast nova. So typically, when that happens, there's a pile of corpses on the range group, and uh, that would obviously not be any fun on hardcore. So I think it's important for people to fully understand how their tools work. You can see there, I generated more threat. Then I did a move that generated threat, so he started paying attention to me again. I popped a second lip. You can see that I even during the lip, like 1 second before it expired, I actually went back in and hit him one more time, and that didn't matter. Again, what matters is what you do the moment it expires. So you can see there I'm just dancing, not doing anything. The mob just continues to ignore. So this is the way lips work. And again, the same applies for any kind of immunity. And like if you're really having problems with threat during a fight, you can leave before it expires. Like just stay there, stare at the threat meter, wait for the tank to generate enough threat for you to continue. If it happens a second time, you can use a Petri and it's the same mechanic. In fact, obviously a Petri is better because you can just stay there, Petri, safe. You stare at the meter, wait for the tank, cancel the Petri, continue. You have to pop a second lip. So, I mean, these tools are really overpowered, guys, and if you truly understand how they work, you can take advantage of it really well. And especially on bosses that have threat reducing mechanics like Onyxia, Broodlord, or Ragnaros that resist the threat, stuff like that. Um, just be ready to pop it and be smart about it. So this is the way immunities work, and if you guys have any questions or if I missed something, hit me up, and I hope this helped you guys. Thank you.